and welcome to Clarissa Moon Talks to the Stars Fringe Edition! Woo! My next guest has been doing his show since a long, long time ago in a land far, far away known as Canada.
Yep.
Everyone welcome Charlie Ross! So first of all, why don't you describe your show in a few sentences or words?
Okay, well, it's me on stage, no costume, no set, no props, no talent, doing the original bad hair 1970s, 80s Star Wars trilogy in an hour. That's all it is, yeah.
So you've been doing this show for over 18 years now.
I have indeed, yeah.
How has it developed or changed for you over the years?
You know, I'm older now, obviously, and so, I mean, where I used to just throw myself with wild abandon onto the floor, I now am much more reserved and injured, like long-form injured. So I have more stuff underneath the coveralls that I wear to protect myself from my stupidity and throwing myself on the ground. And in fact, the first place I ever started wearing just elbow pads was here. I was at the old SAC Theater Lab in 2003, and it was the same show where a rat upstaged me and ran across the stage during a rainstorm.
There used to be a lot of rats at that space.
Okay, well, one totally upstaged me. I didn't see it, and then I was kind of confused, and I fell, and I still have these bone spurs.
So you've also traveled the world performing this show, and I'm sure you must have had a ton of adventures.
Yeah.
What's the most craziest or most memorable moment you've had touring the show?
Well, I thought the rat upstage thing was pretty cool. Okay, well, I was in San Francisco and at this place called the Post Street Theater, and this just says something about doing a show for too long. I was in The Empire Strikes Back, so sort of halfway during the show, and for some reason the audience started laughing about something that they'd never laughed before about. I thought, I didn't do anything funny, I don't think. And I went after the show was done, because the theater's actually in the hotel, the Post Street Hotel. Went upstairs, and my wife was like completely clinging to the bed because there had been an earthquake that went on during my show. I didn't feel it. I live in an earthquake zone, you know, where I live in BC, but yeah, apparently it was a sizable earthquake. That's how into the show I actually was, that I didn't even experience the world actually moving.
And the audience just laughed.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't...
Well, they did. I mean, they were used to it, but I guess they just, I don't know, they were like that. You know, it seemed like kind of nervous sort of laughter or something, and I was completely confused. So, you know, if it's not rats, it's earthquakes.
You said in an interview with How Stuff Works that doing the show is like being a kid playing Star Wars in their room. Do you think it's still important to play as an adult?
Absolutely. Yeah, if you don't, my goodness gracious. Well, what would you do? I mean, I guess you just become more and more serious and not take things lightly in your heart. It's being able to love something unabashedly, what we do. We don't have to be taught to love something. We just love it openly because it's what feels right. And when you're a kid, you don't question how you should be a fire engine. You just be the fire engine because it's what feels right. So I think if we can learn to connect with what feels right, this world will be a lot righter.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Charlie Ross.